Quadrillion. Good evening, good morning, good day. Quadrillion, universe. It's 2023, and this is evening, and of course, Friday about 5:32 p.m. मैं सूरज सिंह सिविल इंजीनियर भारत इंडिया से बोल रहा हूँ। आज पहले भी बहुत बातें की हैं और ये मुश्किल भी है और हमें समझना चाहिए। बिना समझे बात नहीं होती. We have to understand all this. What I'm talking about is very specific subject. This is power of soul, a power of आसान भी नहीं है. पहले मैंने कई बातें की कि पावर ऑफ सॉल होती क्या है, सॉल होती क्या है, हमारे शरीर को कौन चलाता है, दुनिया में किसी का भी शरीर कौन चलाता है, who operates in house operated. Many talks I have made because power of soul is very significant, and I have put some writing also on this post, which is a very significant one, and you can read that one if you wish. I'll speak just a little on that and then come back to this. And there's power of soul. Power of soul. Let me blow it up a little and come back to you. Just a minute, please. This is my blower. Yeah, I'm just blowing it up for myself. Power of soul is really very significant to understand about what is power of soul. Understanding itself is very, very difficult and significant it is from point of view of life. हमारे जीवन के महत्व को समझने के लिए, हमारे जीवन की रचना को समझने के लिए, हम कैसे जी रहे हैं, क्या करते हैं, तो कैसे करते हैं, कौन हमसे कराता है, who operates us, who asks me and you do like this, and that is power of soul. And to understand that, it is very significant topic, very significant subject I should say. इतना महत्वपूर्ण सब्जेक्ट कि जिसको हम अगर इग्नोर करेंगे तो अपने आप को इग्नोर करेंगे. मैं इतना समझ सकता हूँ. इफ आई वांट टू इग्नोर दिस वन, आई हैव टू इग्नोर माई सेल्फ एंड यू शैल इग्नोर योर सेल्फ. It cannot just be taken for casually. We cannot just say, oh, leave it as I take it for granted because it's just a term, or I can say just a phrase. No, this is not a terminology, this is a phrase. This is something this world does not understand. We cannot give explanation for everything, but understanding, conception, feeling, and you can say working logic are very significant. The explanation cannot be charted out to comply with some available provisional formula. We cannot say there's some formula or there's some information which we can use for this. That's not possible. Means power of soul cannot confine. Or in this one, the important point is that power of soul cannot be taken for granted. In this world, we have ourselves. Everybody is living, and we have to live. And until we live, what we can say, until we are here, everybody here is on earth, we have to use this power. We can delay power of water, we can delay power of sun, we can delay power of food, we can delay something, but respiration is very important. Breathing is very important, without which you cannot survive, cannot live. Food can be taken twice a day or thrice a day, but this soul and respirations are required every moment, and that's simple. You can say respiration is very, very important one, and respiration cannot be taken for granted because we cannot stop even for 10 minutes to not to respire, which is very significant. That likewise I'm saying soul functions all time. We cannot live without soul functioning. Soul functioning is very significant, very important one. Soul, which we say Atma in our language, Hindi language, or not only Hindi language, it can be used for all world because atom or Atma means software, where software is put in our hardware. This body is hardware for that, you can say. And we have to be very critical about this. And it cannot be taken just for joke. Oh, I know what is soul. Don't ask me anything. I understand very well. We can say that, but question again rises, means how can I progress in my life? And progress doesn't mean I will do something very specific for me. I have to progress in that direction which has been given to me or ordered to me by that power who sent me here, who mobilized from that home to this home. And that I have to understand myself. Everybody has to understand yourself. And understanding is not, you cannot just say, oh, I am, means your interest is more important. I say money is important. This package is very important. Or I should get this job. I get this package, and if I get this job, I must have this much qualification or background or experience background. Is based on that. You can say this is a specialty, and you get this job. That's scientifically we can say, but from where it comes, the question is when one is born, nobody can say what shall this person do. The baby would do. Baby has to study first has to grow up, and then go to school and college and universities, and then specialize something, and then sell himself or herself, or how what can be done, what can this baby do, how that baby can perform. And that's really very significant point we have to realize. If this baby once become adult, once become the young man and professional or non-professional, person has to work out. And that is wonderful. Means once you progress in life, become professional like engineer, doctor, professor, business person or scientist, you can say, oh yes, this person has got progress, because you compare it to status, you compare it to what person has achieved in life, how this person can perform. But that performance it varies from person to person, it varies from field to field. And there what you can say, if two persons are well qualified, having same degree or diploma or whatever education and even experience, performance remains different. Even age may be same. Even young people sometimes I have seen they are very expert in their field. They're energetic, they're interested. They always have some goal, objective with them. They cannot sit idle. Or no, my duty hours are over. I can no, that doesn't work. What I'm saying, power of soul provides or equips one with spirit. Spirit, I mean to say, strength of soul. Spirit, you may consider a kind of unit because soul is a flow, soul is ocean, soul can fill skies, soul is such power, and it can be so small in quantity that you feel, oh, I'm not energetic, I want to sleep, I'm very much tired, I don't do further, and that can also be a situation, but that's what I'm saying. It differs from person to person. So every person a different one. Means you can compare. You can say, "Oh, I have this qualification. I have so many, how much so much real weight." But that's also relative. Means I'm so heavy. I can walk. I can talk. I can think. I can write. I can read. You can do everything, but you don't understand. It's not food that is giving you energy. Food is just a fuel that can run your engine, but that engine's operative lies somewhere else. What you have to do, that's also very important point. Is, oh, my mind told me, you don't follow your heart many times. Oh, my heart saying, my conscious is saying this. Sometimes there can be clash between brain, or you can say mind and conscious, and that clash, you cannot understand. Both parties clash sometimes, and you are unable to decide something, or you can say you stay in ounce of dilemma. Means, oh, I have to accept this, or I have not to accept this, I have to accept that. And you waste time, you delay, take time to make decision, and sometimes decision which is essential one is deferred because of that requirement. You're unable to make a decision. आप फैसला नहीं कर पा रहे हैं, मेरा मन ये कहता है, मेरा दिल ये कहता है, मेरा दिमाग ये कहता है, इस बात में मैं क्या करूं, मैं किसी से कंसल्ट करूं ना करूं. आपने even you go to consult someone, you will be more mixed up. The consultant shall not produce straight answer. It also conditional answer. You are subject to this condition, you do this, subject to that condition, you this, and you become more in horns of perplexion. That's what I'm saying. If your mind is so powerful, it can ask explanation from conscious, and conscious shall not explain anything because conscious cannot work logically. There's a difference in that logical working and illogical working. Mind never works illogically. If your mind really works, it cannot take decision based on emotional reasons, based on emotional expression, emotional requirements. If mind works emotionally, then you are not a good person. Your mind is not sound, but conscious always works emotionally. That is a fact. That's a truth. That's the truth. That, oh, my mind did not say that, but the heart says, the heart or conscious, you can say, my conscious told me you have to do this, and your conscious can drop you. Your conscious can take you in different direction because it will motivate your state of sentiments or emotions, and your mind will not accept emotions. Your mind does not accept emotions, and because your mind doesn't accept emotions, and if it accepts emotions, it means your mind itself is not sound, because mind doesn't like to have emotions. Emotional mind can never succeed, or they can say they can take two types of decision, this way or that means. It is so determined that it can take no decisions. Emotionally mind is charged, you can say, oh, my mind is charged emotionally, I try to think on this, but my mind says, no, 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 you do the, even if it's destructive, don't worry. And you think you decide to destruct, and you break something, you destruct something. You say, no, no, I have to decide to make it, and you make it, provided you have complete sources there. And making something which must have some material, some technology, or whatever else, you can say work power, you can make something. So making and breaking are two aspects. Your heart does not analyze this. Heart or mind cannot analyze making. It just says, no, no, I have to do, I don't know. I mean, a kind of synthetic work, you can say. Mind does not work synthetic work. Mind is always expert of doing analytical work. But of course there are two systems in mind also, two left hemispheres, we can say. One is that which receives power from nature, or you can say that's irrational energy, which has to be used rationally. And rational energy use is done by one hemisphere, other one is by other one. So you can say one is soul based part and other one is mind based part. But conscious is different, because mind can analyze. Mind has a capacity to analyze and think on that, consider on that. But conscious is conscious. It is totally emotional based. It cannot say, miss, when you weep, sometimes you don't know why to weep, but you weep emotionally, you weep, and that doesn't give you an answer. See, you think something, that's, oh, my sister says this, I have to help her, irrespective of that, she doesn't require that help. But you help because she's weeping. And likewise, just give an example, your wife starts weeping, oh, I have this, I don't have this. It's okay, okay, I'll come on, don't weep, I'll give you this. So there's this emotional charged, emotional charged conscious. It doesn't help mind. So mind talk is about mind. Mind is engine of a body, you can say exclusive engine of person. Engine of a person, if engine is charged wrongly, it doesn't have right direction, it can detract, that would detract. Train engine would detract. Same way engine of flight will go out of runway. Otherwise, you can say that's what mind is. Mind is more powerful than whatever else you can say. There's nothing that can compete with mind in this world. I'm not saying individual mind, I'm talking in general mind. Maybe your mind is not strong, it's not very hard, it's not sound, but it can be sound. That's important one. It can be sound, nobody can stop it, provided you have determination that I'll do like this. I'll get this goal, I have to reach this goal. If I am unable to reach this goal, come what may, I will do it. मैं चाहे दुनिया में इधर से उधर हो जाए, कुछ भी हो जाए, मैंने ये काम करना है। कि कोई सोच ले, तो जानते हो क्या होता है? रोटी खाना भूल जाएगा, किस समय क्या हो गया, रोटी खानी है कि नहीं खानी, दिस टाइम फॉर लंच और दिस टाइम फॉर मील्स और दिस टाइम फॉर नॉट। आई एम थिंकिंग टू वर्क एंड आई कैनॉट स्टॉप इट, बिकॉज ब्रेकिंग माई पॉइंट मीन्स I break myself. And one spends time, thinks on, and that power of aura increases, and one gets more and more information in nature. And that's, you may say, it's willpower, or it's working power, it's a determination power, it's a commitment power, whatever power it is. But conscious cannot do it, because conscious does not allow you to do anything. It keeps you only up to family affairs or personal affairs or love affairs, or means it destroys your energy to a max. Though energy cannot be destroyed, I mean the use of energy can be destructed. Your energy, where it have to be used on one requirement, it may be used for other requirement. And that's what difference in mind and conscious, you can say. Difference between emotionally charged part time or party charged mind, or rationally charged mind, both are different. You may be one having one left. You see, we have all, generally we say our right hand is used for actual work or executive work, and left hand is used for non-executive work, like say soul work or present. Means whatever energy we get from our nature, that comes to right hemisphere on head. And whatever is logically done, rationalized, analyzed by right hand. This is what science says, medical says. I'm not saying that. I just read some article somewhere. I'm quoting that article, that left hemisphere and right hemisphere. Left hemisphere is connected to arm, right arm, and right hemisphere is connected or linked to left arm. So we can say, generally, I'm not saying all, but generally left hand is not used for direct working or executive work. Right hand is more contributory for work for a normal person. Maybe some people are left-handed, I cannot say that. But now I'm saying this power of soul stays in this dome of human being, as that is mind, which is very much powerful. Like nuclear reactor may be smaller than that, you can say. In imagination, in work of soul, nuclear reactor is not work of soul, it's work of material, as uranium or thorium or whatever. But here I'm saying is, your mind is so much powerful, atomically powerful, nuclearly powerful, that it can think a lot, and it can attack others mentally. It can go to other auras. That will come back next time. Otherwise, when you understand this, I'm just trying to tell you, I'm trying to share with you preliminary or elementary discussions about power of soul. Because without this discussion, we cannot say. Just a minute, please, just put away light. Sorry. Just had to put my light because it's evening time and darkness. So I'm saying about power of soul. What I understand by power of soul, that I am an engineer. I know what is the actual work, what is reality. But we see we design in engineering. In engineering, there's no direct function, particular civil engineering. I'm a civil engineer, or you can say structural engineer, or whatever you can say. I have studied many subjects in engineering, particularly design subjects, theory of structure is one subject, design is an RCC design, structural is design, pre-stress design, likewise many other designs. Those designs are all imaginary, so they are formula, there is a procedure, everything, but we have to imagine. Imagine this, of course, that's a professional subject, well developed, but even then we have to imagine because every structure is different, everything is different. We have to see, oh, there's a beam, there's a columns, there's slab, there's this and that. And we have to design each and first we have to do complete design of structural skeleton, or you can say complete building structural system. And then we have to design all members of that structural system. And that's where means nothing is visible before doing that. Before producing designs, even software cannot tell you everything. You have to provide modeling in that. You have to feed information into software, and then it will work out calculations. Or even there were no softwares, we have to work out manually. Of course, it would have taken more time, but results will be the same. So that's the important point. You can say imagination is there. We imagine something. Oh, this load is coming on that. There's nobody. There's no weighing load. There's no direction of the load, but we fix load. Okay, for concrete this is load, for block work this is load, for cement this much is load, for steel this. Likewise, you can say if you have some assumptions which are theoretically tested, practically tested, and we fit this information and find out total weight of building, or what is the weight on building itself, total weight, what you propose, what's the weight on building, and weight of itself, and many ways like wind force, seismic force. Like I'm just trying to. This all imagination of mind, power of mind. You can say if you deflect from that, you cannot do any design work, and if you cannot design work, means design work only you can do if you understand theory, and if you do theory, you understand theory is a complete full of analysis, means analysis is the root of design or theory in construction engineering and design engineering and mechanical and electrical. So where you go, it is such vast calculation that you have to understand that you learn that, and that's what mind learns, and that's what I'm saying. Soul of engineering, soul, particularly civil engineering, structural engineering, is analysis. Analysis, detailed analysis, preliminary analysis, complete analysis, and design analysis, and everything else. And then finding out how to work on site in construction. That's why you say analysis is very important. Why I'm trying to emphasize this, analysis is real formula. So we have to apply analysis as formula, and also reverse of analysis is synthesis. Means suppose you have analyzed three or four items or five or whatever number of required items, what criteria we have, and there is okay, I have done work on these items. If there is any coordination of these items, I apply that one also. Now I have to completely link these items so that these 10 or 5 items work as a system, and that complete link, or you can say application of coordination to that, can be called this is synthesized for because coordinated information. So coordination success points depends upon synthetic information. Reverse of analysis synthetic. What is the synthesis I'm doing? So what I'm saying is your conscious may be synthetic one, and your mind is analytical one. If you cannot do analysis completely, in the case your mind is not well developed, you may be whatever qualified, doesn't matter. You may be doctor, you may be doctorate, you may be whatever in life, you may be researcher. But if you cannot analyze, I'm not saying mathematical analysis or design, it can be whatever type of analysis, social science analysis, it may be political science analysis, it may be something else, whatever is involved in society or in profession. Analysis means analysis. You have to completely understand what is required, what is given, is it okay or not, does it work or not, or am I getting what information, necessary information that I applied my power or my formula, and that's important. The same thing applies to soul. Is soul has to analyze yourself. It has to analyze yourself. If it cannot analyze, you cannot analyze. It means your soul is not well developed, your mind is not well developed, you cannot make any decision. Reaching a decision is based on certain information, and that information means if suppose you require 10 information, then you must have 10 information. You cannot reach a decision, reliable decision, just based on 5 or 6 information. That would not work. And that's the important point here. We require that information, and after information is available, we can do whatever is required. So here I'm trying to again saying, stressing and emphasizing analytical approach. That approach cannot be encountered anywhere, and in our system of body, analysis is very important, coordination is very important, and of course, in between these two, communication lies in, and that communication equips me with the strength of, or you can say, information procure when I find some problem, and that power of thinking, that power of concentration, and of course, certain files which are required for my making decision. This can be received from nature or by my own feedback is information, whatever I have in my soul, and that can be charted out for solution, and that is where mind is required. Mind is expert of that. Mind is not just for you can say the characters, but it's something that it gives you complete character. Mind means you, to be very frank. Mind means Mr. Mind. Name is not important, your mind is important. Mind gives you everything which nobody else can give. And for that purpose, mind means soul. House, soul. Soul works in mind, it works a lot in mind. It never stops. It never ceases. It never sleeps. It never takes rest. I may take rest. I take rest, but my soul doesn't stop. My mind doesn't stop. My body functioning never stops. So you understand power everybody has. I'm not talking orthodoxically. I'm not talking religion wise. I'm talking technically, professionally, you can say. I'm not, there's no subject of soul to be called professional one. But if you think it is something more than profession, because profession has got certain limitations, but soul has not no limitation at all. It's not even unlimited. It's, you can say, 100 times unlimited, or you may say it is massive. You can just like so massive quantity. It is masses means people, masses of world means complete whole population of world. So there is something which is magnanimous, considerably magnanimous, and we have to realize that fact. So, power of soul, as I said in my writing, something I told you, it is very important for everybody to realize what is this power. And if you cannot realize this power, I would say that, of course, you have to learn, you have to train yourself. You must get info, and nobody shall teach you. Believe me, I'm not teaching you. I'm just trying to share my views. Whatever views are generated by in myself, by my own power or by my own God blessings or whatever you can say. I do not want to read any book because such books are not available in to make me to have to get explanation, to produce explanation, and that's what I say. Moreover, I'm going to link this part of soul into various parts of the locations of human body, and based on those symptoms or based on indications in whatever parts of body, just want to explain relate to my whatever questions answered, how to use power of soul, how to work in life, and what to work, and what you think. The time may be positive, your time may be negative. I'm not concerned with that also. I'm saying efforts are more important, the work is more important. But I'm saying work means efforts in life. Only power you have to apply something, use material, use resources for some work or for your own, for whosoever else you're working for. That only you can do. You can think, you can have technology, you can apply the technique or whatever technique you can generate, but more than that you cannot do. A result never remains in your hand, because everything is relative. Matter which I'm using, I know some properties tested, but real properties are different. So it is very very significant part of life. We have to be very serious about, हम बहुत गंभीरता से इस बात को सोचना चाहिए कि हम हैं कौन। क्या मैं इतना शक्ति माइंड की रखता हूँ, मस्तिष्क की रखता हूँ, मैं अपने आप आगे चलूँ, या मुझे किसी को धक्का दे कोई, मुझे उस सहारे की ज़रूरत है, ऐसा होता है। अगर मैं अपने आप चलने की कोशिश कर सकता हूँ, तो मुझसे अच्छा भाग्य कोई नहीं है, क्योंकि मुझे अपने आप चलने की शक्ति अगर उसने दी है, उस मालिक ने दी है, उस ऊपर वाले ने दी है, भगवान जिसको भी कह लीजिए, तो वो उससे बढ़ के तो कोई वेल्थ है ही नहीं। I cannot get more wealth. I cannot be wealthier than power of my soul if I have got that power. But point is, I must know how to use that power. If I cannot use that power, it is equivalent to that state. I got billions and trillions of rupees or dollars. I'm unable to use them to best of world service. And that means I can use or abuse that one and spend here and there and start this industry or that industry and just exploit people like maximum. But just like we created pollution in here, that's what means money dead. It is not good for God's work. If you spoil air, means you spoil work of God. If you spoil water bodies, you spoil work of God. If you kill people by bombing, means you spoil work of God. So my intention can never be that I have to spoil something, because I have no power to make anything. This means I don't enjoy any power to destroy also, to break also. That's what I mean. And this is very important. Don't think of negativity or positivity here. Everything is positive and everything is negative, because negative and positive are value of mathematics, because our soul has negative work, whereas our body has positive work, and both are combined together. Without soul, body cannot function, and without body, soul cannot function. This means negative and positive both work together, and even sometimes multiplication of these work together, and sometimes divisions also work together. If you can say arithmetic or mathematics or mensuration is involved. So we have to understand this way how to understand various states of mind and states of soul within mind, and then transmission of this soul into various parts of body, and then linking these from natural working which enters into your body, natural signals. Because this soul power we take from mind, and it cannot be taken directly, it has to be taken by work. But there is only the priming soul which is permanently involved in the body, which you need not take from you, it automatically comes into body for purpose of functioning of body, and which may be hardly point certain percentages only, not even 1%. And that might be to understand. I'm not measured anything, but measurement is also not possible. It's only feeling, it's only a kind of experience. You can say, oh, I am feeling very, very happy today. I am feeling very, very pleased today. Oh, I got this difficult problem solved or is solved, and oh, because I cracked this problem. Sometimes you say, but you do not know, you did not crack it. You did not crack it. Somebody came into your mind, formed power, soul, and that put in your mind, this is answer, and you got it. That's what I'm saying. Do not have pride. I've cracked this problem. I've done this, because you did nothing until you have this body. If you don't have this body, what you will do? If you don't have the electrical functioning of soul and magnetic work of soul in your body, what you do? So you did not do anything. And moreover, air is around you. You are living in air, you are living in waters, you are living in, you can say, skies, you are living everywhere. You are taking food which also God given. Means there is nothing you get by yourselves. This means I'm not existing at all, you can say. Yeah, that's true. मैं हूं ही नहीं. Try to understand what I'm saying is, मैं हूं ही नहीं, I'm not existing. But that is also not true, because we are existing. You say we are existing, I am existing relatively, I am not existing primarily. Just like we say, oh, this is 1 meter length. We say like that. 1 meter length. What is 1 meter? So it's 100 centimeter or something. But that's from where you got it. Because it is relative. It's not basics. Everything in science is relative. Nothing remains basics. So what I'm saying is, I am also not relative. But nature is not relative. Nature is fundamental. Nature is existing. It never stops. It's what that's the important part. Did you ever find air doesn't work? Did you find that sun ever stops? Maybe it will changes. Earth rotates on its perpetual axis, and you can say this then. But sun remains there. Earth remains there, all planets remain there, nothing changes, system works together, mathematically oriented sometimes, calculated sometimes, I don't know when, who calculated, was formally applied, but in small work we say, oh, I require structural engineering, but here what's the structural engineering? In universe construction or design, you can say, where is structural engineering? Everything is existing, and it's not stationary, everything is rotating. And more or nothing, I'm just trying to, you take any article, you say your body parts, you take, no body part is rectangular or square. Everything either curved or circular or having some curved section, just same head, you can say. It's like ellipse. Likewise, arm, hands, you can say, just cut section here, you will find certain curved figure. And same thing here. Your teeth may be some rectangle, square, trapezium, but otherwise you can say you cannot find anything of geometrical shape. We know. So I'm saying I should not deflect from soul functioning, because that's my point of view. That point, functioning of soul is so significant that we cannot understand in this life at least. Let me is fully charged, but let it go another. This is, and that's where I can say power of soul is very very significant one. Means if you try to understand, we can understand. There is no way we cannot understand, but again I say there is no reference book or chemistry equation or physical equation. We have our own system in body, and we do not know how does this system works itself forever. No doctor can tell you, no psychologist can tell you, but system operates, and every body has certain system, and that is the greatness of this. That system works, and we live from date of our coming to earth to date of our demobilization or exiting this earth. That system works, and nobody can stop it. And that's what I'm trying to say. It's a great journey, of course, but journey is based on great work, and that great work is that engineer, that doctor, that profession. We do not know where is located. That is located. He I am using, but he could see. So where that person is located, where this power is located, which I'm trying to say, I don't find that person anywhere in any building. Or even though people go to temple or mosque or gurudwara or saying, oh, to go and go, you will find nothing there. Maybe it's only your concentration, because you are lacking in concentration, and that place you can say isolated one, and you think in that way, you can start thinking about God, and you can concentrate a little. So just for support of concentration, you go to these buildings, but there's no power at all. Power is inside yourself. Your body is temple, your body is mosque, your body is every prayer house. So I'm not saying, again I'm saying, I'm not telling you, I'm telling you is soul is an object that we cannot see. We feel, but we can use it, certainly. There is no one in this world who doesn't solve. Human, all other creatures, even those creatures we cannot say, like trees, for example, or whatever else, they have some potential in them. Soul flows in them, and that's why they grow up. These grow up. So my statement is very, very simple, that don't confuse. Without soul, no one can survive. But again, I say, Saul is your only free friend, your only real parent, your only support. This wealth cannot be procured, this wealth cannot be transferred, this wealth is yours. There is no sales or sales agreement, there is no patent for this, there is no, you can say, registration of document, and there is no statute or constitution. It is your own. You have to enhance its value, and you have to use it. And if you don't use, nothing will go wrong with Saul. It will be wrong with you. Saul shall stay there. It doesn't take your permission, but if you ask, it would come to you, provided you use it. That's what I'm saying. Use of Saul, you use the, I don't say use in your work only, it's up to you. It's up to one how one likes to use Saul, because it has nothing to go or do against person in whom it stays. And that is significant point. We have to be tough with this. It has to be tough with us. It depends upon you. You may say, oh, my fortune is not like that. Somebody told me you can't get this, you can't get that. What is fortune? Again, I'm saying fortune, F-O-R, fortunes, means you can tune yourself. It's not somebody come, some magician would come, some god power will come. Oh, take this, Mr. Suraj, you take this. This is your money. I forgot to give you. It's not going to happen. And more, I cannot just transfer, I cannot just transform or convert my efforts to money value. No, that's not possible. I can't do that. Money value is one part of life, but real value I'm not talking money value. Money value is something that you can say, oh, what is money? It's not more than soul. You can make money out of soul, but money cannot make soul. You cannot. convert money to soul. You cannot convert money to knowledge. You cannot convert money to life. You cannot convert that, but soul can do everything. आत्मा सब कुछ कर सकती है, प्रोवाइडेड आप उसको यूज करें. अगर आप यूज नहीं करेंगे तो कुछ नहीं है वो. आप यूज करेंगे तो आप I'm talking to all useless. जो भी मैं बात करूं बेकार है सब. मैं साफ कह देता हूँ, मुझे ना कोई पैसे में इंटरेस्ट है किसी से. मैं चाहता हूँ आप एक अच्छे शक्ति से अपने शरीर को जिए. बिकॉज soul can treat various ailments also. If your body parts get power from soul, this means ailment means certain body part is affected by bad impact of soul, or there's some defect in that potential of strength that soul should give it, but it did not give it, or something else happened. Your energy has been attacked by someone else, and that may be called bad effects, which can destroy some of your parts. And that's what I'm saying. Your mind is, you can say, power station for your body, all other parts. And major power station is this mind, which gets energy from nature, and that energy can be obtained only when it is required. But otherwise, energy for purpose of living is available in envelope of air, envelope of magnetic body in which everybody is living. I'm living and you are living, and that is invisible. It cannot be seen by eyes. It can be felt only. Sometimes you feel, oh, I am very happy today. I am very energetic. I want to do this work because this work has been pending. I don't want to delay my work. I don't want to keep anything pending. I am interested in knowing something. Oh, I did not do this subject. I want to know it more. I want to write something which I did not write before. My mind is saying, my heart, my feeling is saying, okay, you may say feeling. My feeling says that you do this, though it's not feeling. If your feeling says you will not do it, you know, to be feeling is always lazy. Feeling tries to take rest and use, oh, I worked for half an hour, I'm tired, now I want to go to bed or rest. I will take up the, your energy should be strong all time. That's what I'm saying. Means sometimes what happens, oh, I'm drowsy, I'm tired, I can't work now, I want to rest now. And again, no, 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 you're asked, no, you have to do it today, now, now, now. And you start again, you continue on that, and you see your laziness, your drowsy requirement. You feel, I want some rest. That diminishes. It's depleted. And that's real importance of soul. And the soul is really, let me read it a little more, so that what I said is very thing. I said explanation cannot be charted out to comply with some available provisions of formula, because power of soul cannot be confined to mundane world, or one can say that this power is spread all over areas of universes. No imaginations can go beyond such power or energy. When one understands this power, such powerful conception can change mindset completely, permitting person to move unlimited or massively without considering about whether or not materials would be gained. One must keep in mind that from mundane world, earth, you can say, nothing can go with person. When person departs or demobilizes from earth to unknown permanent destination, which place can be named real home for soul, one may have ownership when we have ownership of trillions or whatever sum on earth mundane world, all material wealth shall have to be left here, including housing in which soul stayed for living period of soul within mundane world, mundane body. Then why should one worry about collection of mundane wealth? Can one can one complete on this issue? If one cannot develop energy in existing soul, one can really do nothing in life, but one can live only for sake of survival. No one lives on earth just to please others or to please society or to compete among all other members of society. In fact, such competition remains always a myth, because that competition has gotten nothing to do at place of permanent residence of soul. Whatever one does on earth for self and relative and close one, nothing shall go with one. If one does for soul, that one has gotten with it, that shall or for sure would go with persons. In fact, while remaining on earth, mundane world person fails to realize about what should be destiny for person, whereas person is dipped by surrounding circumstances, which all conditions divert person from real facts and takes person to work only for self and mundane relations, rather than worrying about person's boss being supreme power who mobilized person's soul to earth or mundane world. So I'm just giving certain explanations about this. It's not complete. It's just the little one, but it's very significant. We have to understand. Means it's true that we have no control, say, on ourselves. We have no control on Earth. We can no control mundane, but we have to control ourselves because Earth is permanent. It shall stay for millions of years to come. But we have to go. Everybody has to go. We cannot stay here forever. We are here just like employees us. Certain employer reputes me, go to Earth, and that employer has done. That employer has done his job. I have come here, same way you have come here. You may say I'm worker of that employer who is my powerful God or my powerful supermaster or superpower. That employer has given me a task that I have come here, but I forgot that task. I do not know what's my job description, but what I'm working is that is my job. That I understand. If I'm working something, that's my job, that's my assignment. I can't contravene that because I have been living, I learned, I got some education, I'm working in that field. So in fact, that is my job description. If I am not able to recall, but those people who forget this, very small lifespan. Real lifespan is maybe 20, 30, 40 years. Otherwise, other childhood, infancy, adults, and then married life, and you can say learning period likewise. So in this small period, if you compare it to durability of Earth or mundane world, maybe millions years, crores or years, and my duty of 100 maximum years, so it's no scale. So I should not worry about Earth because I have to do as much as possible because I have no major control on Earth. Earth means economy, to be very frank. Earth, real meaning is economy because economy works there. Whatever economy world gets, it comes from Earth. It doesn't come from somewhere else. It is hidden in Earth. Economical wealth is hidden in Earth, and every person is the economy itself. You see, every person is economy, every creature is economy. I am economy to my extent to this where I stay. I do some contribution to economy. I do something for this world. And if I cannot do something or anything for this world, I'm useless person. Well, tiny work I do. Maybe say I make buildings, construct buildings, you do something else. But there's contribution. Maybe it is temporary, but there's contribution. And that's sole purpose why persons are sent, why souls are sent to this world. Go there and do this job, this job, I'll get you this much. Means it doesn't mean in same currency it will give I'm getting a currency is different, there may be different. I don't know which currency is that, but maybe I could not understand. It's not dollars, rupees, or pounds sterling. That may be different one. And my CV is being formed there automatically. My CV is here also for some job. If I have to apply some job, I get some CV. I write some CV. Same thing is happening automatically. It's being written by the by installation of universal web, I can say. So whatever is there is something very extraordinary. Science here is much lower profile than what sciences available are there. Maybe I can't say I'm not seeing, but I feel so. I analyze and think, oh, if I'm here designed by that person, I can think of this. Scientists can think of this. Scientists can think of this. Why not that person? Most power, or you can say that grand master, the super master, super god. You can say superpower must be having complete knowledge, and it's given in some books also. But I'm not believing in those because I think myself. What I say, property of person is thinking and thinking for some objective, thinking for whatever issue. There can be billions of thinking in this world. Everybody is a thinker. Maybe somebody is very small thinker, somebody is powerful thinker. Even a child thinks, a baby thinks, or you can say a young man thinks, young girl thinks, young boy thinks. Even something like, dogs also think. So thinking, of course, it depends on what level of thinking you have. Means sometimes you spend many hours on thinking. Sometimes you don't spend even 1 or 2 minutes thinking. Or what I thought today, just like what we sent today, what got in. So it is my balance sheet. How much can I keep with me? And that is you can say power, or you can say that is wealth, or that is weapon you may say, or that is metal you can say, or that is source you can say, whatever you say, that is used for development work of this earth. Because we have only limited capacity to work on earth, we cannot work in solar system. That's not possible because of our body conditions like that. But remember, soul is different. Body cannot go anywhere except where you are, but soul can go to every place in universe and in universes as well, not only in one universe but in all universes. And that is significant part of soul is. And that's why I'm very much interested myself to analyze it, to understand it, And thus I talk to many people about their nature, their talks, their dates on which they were born, and also whatever else you can say, problems people may have. And those problems always happen because of wealth, because of mundane wealth when involved behind. Very few people think about, you can say, solve system. Solve system can solve every problem provided it is used properly. There's nothing that Saul cannot use, because Saul can think enormously. Remember, Saul can think enormously when it mind. It can see, it can view enormously when it works in parts of eyes. It can respire brilliantly when it is in nose. It can eat efficiently or talk efficiently when it is in tongue and mouth. And that is beauty of soul. Soul works in every part of body. The most important part of body is mind. Soul can work in genitals, soul can work in womb, soul can work in stomach, soul can work in legs. Soul means soul can work wherever you provide, you ask, you employ your soul to work. Every part runs because of soul. Without soul, no part can run. And if you maintain your soul, you upgrade your soul without any cost. You can see you own your soul for use. Or that today is my not good day, today is bad day, or this astrologer told me this. No, I am not inclined to know all that, because my soul is not dependent on astrology or any forecast. Soul is dependent on its use. If I use soul, it is used for every purpose. It is used for constructive purpose as well as it is used for destructive purpose. If I use for constructive purpose, I can develop anything. I can develop everything. I can design everything. I can theorize everything. I can walk, I can talk, I can work, I can run, I can think, I can. It depends on me. So if I'm not just behind collection of gathering of wealth, material wealth, obviously, no, I have to do something for God. And if I have to do something for that supermaster, the superpower, then I should not think about what return I got. It means my return may not be here, it may be elsewhere. That is what I would think. And why should I work about return when I think, oh, God has given me here, God has thrown me here or sent me here, and God developed my body, God developed my everything. So why should I say I should work for myself? There is no reason. I believe there's no reason to say that. I'm not working for myself. This body is not mine. The soul is not mine. I'm just a user, a consumer of this, and that consumer is also identical and temporary, because my body shall not go with me. So I am here only to use this body for purpose of disposing this body for no use. It shall be in graveyard forever, or it shall be somewhere cremated, likewise, whatever it say. But my soul cannot be seen. Nobody can check it. Nobody can hold it, and it's self relevant, you can say self-reliant. It knows itself where it is. It cannot show its face. It doesn't tell you what it is, where it is, what's its power. It shall remain there. And that's why I am very much interested to share this information, though everybody knows about this soul, but they know in a different position. What I'm trying to analyze about soul in relation to body, and how can we use it, because use is most important. We use material, so why not to consider soul also as my material? Though it's not a material, but I can say it's for me, so it's mine. It's my bank balance, you may say. It's my banking. I always do banking, but this is another bank, which is my bank. And there are so many customers for this bank. All body parts are customers. Mind is customer, every part is customer, and these have to use efficiently and proficiently in optimum way. Means until I have this, I can ask for more. You can say I can get more overdrafts of all this. No limitation. There's no charges of those overdrafts as well. There's no interest charge. Nothing is charged, and you say there's no bankruptcy at all. I can never be insolvent. I can my this property, you can say, my balance can never be liquidated. Of course, it's my ownership of use. I say ownership of use. So if this gift is given to everyone, including myself, then why should I not value that one? And you should value in a proper way, not just because I am telling you. You experience yourself. How does it happen? And you have to keep your mind free of restrictions. Even if you make mistakes, don't worry, mistakes are caused. You are a human being. If you make mistakes, then this will tell you you have done mistake directly or indirectly. You'll get information, and that mistake can be corrected to so that error is set out. And that's important point means मैं क्यों डरूं इस बात से कि मैं करना नहीं जानता हूँ, मैं करना जानता हूँ, मेरे पास शक्ति है, ऊपर वाले ने मुझे आत्मा की शक्ति दी है, मैं इस शक्ति को समझूं। ये बैंक बैलेंस से ज्यादा शक्ति है, कहते हैं ये मनी पावर होती है, अरे ये मनी से भी बढ़ के पावर है। ये पावर आप ला नहीं सकते कहीं से उठा के, ये आपके अंदर है, ये कोई छीन नहीं सकता आपसे, ये कोई आप किसी को दे भी नहीं सकते, समझा सकते हैं आप इनडायरेक्टली दे सकते हैं जब दोनों के ऑरा मिलते हैं, क्योंकि ये शक्ति ऑरा में रहती है। ऑरा का मतलब सर के ऊपर का, जिसको हम 7 नंबर कहते हैं, वो ऑरा उस ऑरा में रहते हैं। बताऊंगा मैं बाद में आपको, अभी तो सिर्फ बताने के प्रिलिमिनरी डिस्कशन में आपसे कर रहा हूँ। अगर मैं इस सॉल की शक्ति को समझ जाता हूँ, मैं उसको समझ जाता हूँ और मैं यूज करने लगता हूँ, जो कि देखने के लिए यूज नहीं होती, अपने लिए यूज होती है। लोग कहेंगे यार ये कितना काम कर रहा है, आपने इतना काम कर दिया, आप बहुत काम कर लेते हैं। Type of questions from people, because those people also want different children, but the willpower, or you can say soul power, will is same as soul, is not well developed, and they want to rest with their family, they want to enjoy family, and they are not inclined. This question is determination, question is will strength, question is your goal, your chart, what you have decided. Decision of a goal or setting a goal is very easy. Defining a destination is very easy, but reaching or achieving that is really very difficult, because you have to be committed. And if you're not committed, you're relaxing, you're easygoing, you can never get that. Should always be delays, or you may give up on way itself. Oh, I'm not efficient enough to go there. And that's point of concern here. This means if I'm not efficient to go there, why should I worry about this? Means I have to go there. No way, at whatever cost I have to go there. I don't care if I can't sleep 8 hours. I don't care if I am hungry. Means this shall quench my thirst. If I get progress in use of soul, I can progress in my work. Maybe I forget at many times. I have to take lunch or I have to take tea. I will so energetic, and that energetic state is really very much a powerful one for everyone. And if I am able to digest that, there's no way out. Believe me, there's no way out. Digestion of spirit of soul is not easy for everybody, because you are a different person. You get more or more energy for yourself. Your age and your body impression will be different. These will not match. Maybe you look much younger than what you are, maybe difference of 15 years, sometimes 20. Oh, you are looking 50, but you told me you're 70. That can be state of understanding. It can happen because soul is not simply waves. It is a kind of illumination of your body. It can brighten your body because of its strength. It can generate eyesight in your body. Oh, my eyes are glowing, my face is glowing or glowing. Oh, I am getting stronger, I can walk. And you see, when you walk, you get more and more energy, because your walking means your body works more, and your thinking capacity is increased during walk, though you may never feel like that. And if you walk with someone else, your talking capacity increases. Try to experience it. Walk a lot, and you see your mind works a lot. Write a lot, your mind works a lot. Read a lot, your mind works a lot. Think a lot, your mind works a lot, because all these actions can be done only by thinking. That's the unit of everything. Thinking is wealth for you. Maybe in beginning it shall be difficult, but it's real wealth. You cannot defy this. Thinking means you are working in scientific world. I'm not saying the scientific subject, but I'm saying scientific world. There's like system. Science means the formation of system which can be well understood and logically defined, and that is what repeated is also. So you have that power. You just like you say, I can take limited water for drinking. You say, oh, I can take only limited food for eating, or I cannot tolerate this more than this one. This is my capacity. But in case of soul, there is no limit, only element, only entity, only you can say wealth for you, which cannot be compared to any currency. It is different wealth. It is, you can say, gift by your supermaster, superpower. that you got it, and you got it not to keep with you or go to some bank and deposit it. It is for your bank, and that bank is your mind. This bank is your own. There can be no nationalization of this bank. There can be no private party to own this bank. You are only party for this bank, and this bank is very powerful. It goes on augmenting amount, increasing amount. It doesn't stop any balance. It never says you ED is coming on to you or information officer is coming on to you to investigate how you got this wealth. There is no such requirement. It is your wealth. It shall remain your wealth. You draw whatever you want from this. You draw whatever balance you draw, more and more balance shall replenish your spent balance. And that is beauty of soul. Soul is something, believe me, it can take you whatever level you do not know, cannot assume. No one can assume it can take. It can enhance. Even souls of birds are very significant. The souls of dogs and souls of these are also very powerful. Of course, analysis is a question mark. Only difference between these souls and body souls or human soul is a perfect teacher, it's a perfect learner, it's a perfect user because it can conduct analysis, though only 1 or 2% people conduct analysis, but everybody is equipped to conduct analysis. It depends upon person if analysis can be conducted by that person or it cannot be conducted. There's no force on that. It depends on requirement. Again, I say use of mind is not easy. Everybody uses very little mind, and that is important point. Why don't we use this? Because we have no nothing, no objective. And if I define objective, then I can start using my mind. Who shall define that objective? And that's the point here, which you forget. You have forgot. Everybody has forgotten when you came to this earth, or you can say when you are born, you forgot everything. And that's forgetting is very, very expensive. We cannot tolerate that because if even in your lifetime, say when you have say 20 years balance or 15 years balance, and you can start remembering that something comes to mind. Oh, why I did not do it? I will do it anyway. And you start doing something, and you see this complete transformation of your body, your mind, your working standards, your efficiency. Gradually, you can say you can increase your efficiency. Automatically, you shall establish certain system for you, and that establishment of system is very important for purpose of operating soul and soul's operation with you. And that systematic information is necessary because system means science. Establishment of system means scientific work. It doesn't matter physics or chemistry. This means you are going to construct something for you. It may not be visible to others, but you have certain own schedule within you. You can't deviate from it until it's essential, and you keep on moving on that. And every day you feel, oh, it's easier and easier and easier. Maybe in beginning you'll feel it's very difficult to follow this strategy, but after that you'll find, oh, I'm getting something different. I'm feeling different. I'm getting success, and every day I'm getting more and more work, and I'm able to do this and think. I'm not only able to do, I'm going on learning and doing, and I'm teaching also I'm doing this, and you every day increase your proficiency, and that is really wonderful. You can do this. That's not because of you, not because of me. It is only because of that power, because that power comes to you. That power knows that it's requirement for you. It has to come to you without you ask, and it will enter your body, your mind, and it will start working. It will tell you sometimes, so you're sleeping, get up. It will tell you. I mean, not directly, it will tell you, oh, why are you sleeping? Get up, this is time of awakening. So why you have to study this, you have to do this work. Come on, don't sleep, come on. It may tell you directly other than gap, your time has come. Why don't you get up and start your work? This is answer to your problem, and it starts working. And that's what I'm saying. It is very, very significant to understand this point. And if you understand this point, we can understand a lot. And at this point, which I left, I'll explain to you later on because I did not explain here. Means I'm also, like you can say, sometimes you may feel that I'm talking and you are going on talking and talking and talking. No, it is required. It's very important. Just this. So I think you got my point, and if you didn't get point, you will still get this point. It's a very significant point. We have to realize this point. And it's already 1 hour. I will not take more than 1 hour. So I'll keep it off now. Thank you very much. I'll be back with you with more information because my information goes on. I'm going speaking, telling you something. Maybe nobody is interested. All I know, no problem, no problem at all.